Well, from the campaign trail, Governor Ron DeSantis weighing in on the controversy over new state educational standards which require teachers to instruct students about the personal benefits of slavery. DeSantis and a dozen other GOP candidates running against him will share the same stage in Iowa tonight for a fundraising event. News4JAX anchor Tarek Miner joining us now after speaking with our political analyst about how DeSantis' policies at home are playing out on this now national stage.
And you know, while the Board of Education's new curriculum is controversial and it's grabbing headlines here in Florida, political experts say it may not move the needle as much on the national stage. News4JAX political analyst Rick Mullaney doesn't expect these new educational standards or other recent culture wars to be a deciding factor in the primary election, but instead in the general election, if DeSantis can beat Donald Trump.
We've now seen this Kamala Harris lie exposed about Florida's high school curriculum.
On the campaign trail in Iowa, Governor DeSantis defending the state of Florida's new education curriculum, calling the outrage a phony narrative created by Vice President Kamala Harris. After being criticized by GOP State Representative Byron Donalds on the issue, DeSantis had this call to action for his Republican colleagues.
Floridians should stand up for Florida. Don't side with Kamala Harris and liberals who are demagoguing this. These are people that worked really hard on this.
DeSantis' political rivals in the race for president are also pouncing on the issue. U.S. presidential candidate Senator Tim Scott had this criticism. There's no silver lining in slavery, adding, every person in our country and certainly running for president would appreciate that slavery had no benefits to enslaved people.
There's a lot of reasons why his campaign hasn't taken off. Several issues. He's had a number of different missteps.
We asked News4JAX political analyst Rick Mullaney how the new controversial education standards and other culture war issues like critical race theory and LGBTQ issues will be received on the national stage. Tonight, the governor will join 12 other Republicans running for president, including Donald Trump, at the GOP's annual Lincoln Dinner.
There's the primary, and then there's the general election. In the primary, Governor DeSantis has been somewhat effective as a counterpuncher, and particularly on this issue, he's been very forceful in framing this as not only dishonest, completely misleading, and he gives a very different description of what the standards are here in Florida. And I don't expect it to have huge impact in the primary election. However, if he was the Republican nominee, you could expect this issue to come back up again in the general election.
Mullaney says DeSantis' strategic decision to run to the right of Donald Trump on issues like education, abortion, and immigration has resulted in limited success, saying the strategy has also made DeSantis more vulnerable when getting the non-Trump vote.
One of the shifts in his strategy is to focus on Iowa. He believes it's make or break. He believes he needs to win Iowa.
Each candidate tonight in Iowa will get 10 minutes to speak to a crowd of 1,200 people. It will be the first time both Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis will share the same stage since they both announced that they're running for U.S. president.